Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Hello, and welcome back to the Dropkick Skeptics. This is episode 2, and on the show we talk about anything and everything nerdy. You know, comic books, movies, TV shows, you name it, we got it. I'm Xavier, and this is...
I am Luca.
Hey, we finally did it together. Alright, so what's the first topic?
Okay, so the first topic in news is Star Wars Rogue One. They are doing reshoots.
Which typically is not a good sign, but from what I've heard, like, you know, they're just trying to keep in tone with the rest of the Star Wars universe, which I get it, but I feel like it's a little misguided. Like, let it be different. There's nothing wrong with that.
I understand that it's going to be different in tone. It's going to be more of a war movie, but I don't want it to go too off the rails. I still want it to feel like it could exist within the Star Wars universe. Some people see the reshoots as bad. I see it as a possibility to make the film even better. For instance, an example would be Mad Max Fury Road, which is my favorite movie of last year, and the past 5 years, actually, one of my all-time favorite movies. It went through hell. It
production-wise?
Yeah, production-wise.
Yeah.
It went through hell. They had to do reshoots and stuff like that, and look how it turned out. But then again, it could be shit. I mean, it's Star Wars, so I'm pulling for the best, but...
I don't know. From what I've heard, it's Gareth Edwards, he's really good at visual storytelling, and I think that people are concerned that, the story itself is starting to suffer from the fact that he focuses so much on showing how big things are,
yeah. I mean, the Death Star looks good. I can't wait to see a Prime Vader just killing rebels. That's another good thing. I just maybe they're doing reshoots to appeal to a wider audience, because people. When I saw the trailer in the theater, nobody had the same reaction to this trailer like they did for Episode 7.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but a hardcore Star Wars fan like myself, I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super excited for it. I mean, people. What do people expect out of Star Wars movies? Lightsabers, action, the Force, and everything.
This one's not really going to have any of that. No Jedi, no... I mean, there'll be... Vader's supposed to be in it. I'm assuming, Palpatine might show up for, a second, just even as a hologram.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's still connections. It's just... I'm fine with it being its own contained story.
I like the fact that it's a war movie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that's awesome.
Everybody... I mean, there's the Clone Wars TV show, but, I want to see, some gritty, down in the dirt fighting in a Star Wars movie.
Well, there was that one good shot at the end of the first trailer where the AT-ATs, where they were shooting...
Thank God you didn't say AT-ATs.
I don't say
AT-ATs. I
AT-ATs.
probably would have slapped the shit out of you if you said that.
I don't say AT-ATs.
Oh my God, that makes me so mad when people say that.
AT-ATs.
It's the AT-AT. I'm like, it's all terrain. That's what it stands for. It's an acronym.
But yeah, I'm super excited for it. That last shot was awesome, by the way, when it was shooting down at them. And
people are gonna fucking die in this movie.
I like the cast. It's very diverse.
Yeah. You know what I had heard? A lot of people were speculating that, what's his name? Diego Luna's character might be Kyle Katarn. Not, actually Kyle Katarn, but, taking elements of, his story.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that, because,
what was that?
Kyle Katarn he's basically kind of like Finn. He was a stormtrooper, I think, that defected, and then ended up becoming a Jedi over time. He was a mercenary for a while. So, I guess this is the point where he's, a mercenary.
Okay. There was another rumor, too, that, I think his name is Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah.
He looks awesome, by the way. He plays what the hell does he play as? He was wearing the freaking white jacket and everything, and he had the the some type of general or something like that.
Admiral.
Yeah, there you go, Admiral.
Yeah, a lot of people think that he's like Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, but he's not blue.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a little silly, like, translate. I mean, I get it. It's Star Wars. There's aliens, but like trying to translate that to the screen would come off a little jokey.
No, I disagree.
You think so?
Yeah, I disagree. I think
you think he would still be just as intimidating with his blue face and red eyes and all, like, I don't know. It's just I love the idea of having Grand Admiral Thrawn. I don't mind him being a more human character.
Yeah. Well, he's a great actor, so I'm not worried about it at all. The cast is really, really good. I mean, besides it being diverse and everything, the cast is really, really good.
You know what I actually really like? Because I see the trailer a lot, because you and I go to the movies pretty often. But, like, I see that trailer all the time, and for some reason I always look forward to, like, hearing Forrest Whitaker's voice. What will you do? What would you do if they catch you? If they break you? What will you become? I don't know. I always look forward to it because it's like, yeah, he's having fun with it.
I'm getting tired of these stupid rumors. Like, the main character is people were spreading rumors that
that's Rey's mom.
Yeah, exactly. That's Rey's mom. I'm like, no,
it's not.
It's not. A character can just be a character. I don't get like the whole Snoke thing is Plagueis.
Yeah,
I'm like, he can just be Snoke.
He could be like his own character, and like, we could accept that.
Right. Right.
No, but like, I don't know. I was having this conversation with a friend the other day, and he was comparing Gareth Edwards to Zack Snyder, and that they're both very good visual directors, but when it comes to storytelling, that they kind of fall flat. Like with Godzilla, and I don't know if you ever saw, was it Monsters?
Monsters, yeah, I saw that.
Monsters wasn't a bad movie. It was just, very nice to look at, but...
Yeah, he likes to hide his monsters.
Nah, I get it.
I mean, that's like the classic Jaws, the classic Jaws thing. Like, don't see much of the monster. Well, going back to Gareth.
Gareth.
Yeah, Gareth Edwards making Rogue One. I hope his characters...
I mean, there are other people, like, he's not the only writer.
Yeah.
There are other people that are going to help him with it.
Hopefully the characters are more interesting in Rogue One. I'm pretty sure they will be. They have to be.
Yeah, I mean, Disney trusts him, so I trust him too.
That's the thing too, is that Disney is, people are like, oh, Disney's interfering because they don't like the movie. I wish that a studio can, I think it has to balance. Like, a studio can interfere and a director can have his vision. But if a director has too much of his own vision, it can turn into crap. If a studio goes with its own vision, it can turn to crap.
Right, because at that point it becomes too personal to the party involved.
George Lucas.
That has more perfect example. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Having too much creative control, not necessarily the worst thing, but not necessarily the best thing either. Right. Like, you need someone to keep you in check.
Because Disney has a plan, just like they did with Marvel.
Right.
Well, just like they do with Marvel, it's still going on. And they're looking for a specific way for the story to go. And I'm with them on it, because I love Force Awakens, so I'm completely with them on it. Gareth Edwards is a okay director.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing more of his work, and I'm glad that this is his next project.
Yeah, I'm glad too. So the reshoots are honestly nothing to worry about. I think they're nothing to worry about, because movies go through reshoots all the time.
Yeah, so many movies go through reshoots, like Mad Max and
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad's doing them, which those are kind of making me a little apprehensive, because they're saying that they're doing it to add more humor.
That was the rumor I heard, and I think that's bull. I just think that's bull.
Yeah, they're probably just tailoring a bit of the story, cleaning up a few loose ends, maybe.
Yeah, because when you hear reshoots, it's like,
it has such like a bad stigma about them.
And
people are like, yeah.
Okay, so speaking of Disney, Netflix and Disney apparently are
simpatico.
Yeah, they're striking a deal for Netflix to be the sole, like, I guess, streamer
Right. Okay.
of Disney movies, TV shows. So we can possibly see Star Wars Rebels on there. We can see, the Pocahontas on there, and a bunch of other movies.
I don't know why. I mean, like, I get people are excited, but I don't know why people are making such a big deal about this news. It's happened before. On Netflix, there was a point where, like, Netflix had, like, all of the Disney properties. Like, they had all the Marvel movies. They had, like, all of the classic Disney movies. This isn't news to... excuse me. This isn't news to me at all. Like, it's not the first time that this has happened and everybody's losing their shit like, oh my god, Disney!
This is such a professional podcast. And then it was like...
What was I supposed to do? Turn the microphone off for 2 seconds? We're good.
I'm a Netflix subscriber.
Same.
I guess that's what you can call it. I subscribed once I heard the only way I can watch Daredevil was on Netflix.
That's what got you?
I was like, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that, like, you didn't have Netflix before that?
No.
Wow, that's surprising.
No, I didn't. No. And then
I've had Netflix since, like, they only had DVDs.
Really?
Yeah.
No, as soon as I found out, I went, yep, I need it. But I really hope this does go well. Like, I want to see more Disney movies on there. Like, I don't know,
the upcoming movies and whatnot.
Yeah. All their future projects. And
I mean, like, I watch
TV
so many
shows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It just shows how Netflix is really
um,
sucking up everything.
I mean, I know, would Agent Carter end up on there?
Well, Agent Carter was, what, ABC, NBC?
Yeah, but it's like a Marvel-owned property, though. Do you think that falls under that?
Well, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on there, so I wouldn't be... They're the same... Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then,
okay.
Yeah, I see that, yeah. Isn't Agent Carter Season 1 on Netflix, or no?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure... I want to say it is, but, yeah.
But, like, now it'll have, like, a dedicated home.
Yeah, which is cool. I like that, because...
Not a lot of people have seen Agent Carter that I know, so, like, just throwing this out there, please watch Agent Carter. It's really good, and it sucks that it got canceled.
Yeah. I was going to say, too, Disney films are super freaking expensive to buy.
Yeah. Because they put them in their vault, and then they disappear for, like, 5 to 10 years, and then they bring them back out, and they're like, yeah, now it's $200 for it.
Because let's be honest, nobody's buying Blu-rays anymore. I buy Blu-rays because I'm a collector here and there, but nobody's buying Blu-rays anymore.
Dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I actually, like, physically bought a movie.
The last time I was with
actually,
you,
the last movie that I actually... Because I never... The first and last Blu-ray that I ever got was Avengers, the first one.
Really? That's it?
That's the only Blu-ray I own.
The last Blu-ray I bought was The Witch.
The Vivitch?
Yeah, The Vivitch. Like 2 weeks ago, but that's because I really wanted it. You know, I collect what I need.
Right,
but yeah,
so
that's
next?
a super interesting concept that Netflix is getting, Disney properties. So
I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
I just don't
too.
understand the, like, overzealous excitement about it. Like,
well, yeah,
it's awesome, but like,
you got Lion King on there. You get, it's a lot more options for
it's
kids.
our childhood.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, it's good for, like, parents, to show their kids, like, these old movies that they grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. So moving on to the next topic, I thought it would be interesting to talk about our thoughts. We mentioned it last week just a little bit, but Captain America. Issue 1 came out by Nick Spencer last week, and a lot of people don't like the twist.
Yeah, they're not happy with it, to say the least.
Yeah. Two things that are really pissing people off that I've seen.
I've only heard the one, so I'm interested to hear what the other thing is.
One of them is that he's a Hydra agent.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Guess
the other
what, guys? Captain America, he's a Nazi. And people are not having it.
Well, I was talking...
I mean, comic book readers, for the most part, are kind of cool with it. But, like,
I mean, there's some...
older comic book readers aren't okay with it. But, like, people around our age and that aren't, like, cool. Quick to just jump on the bandwagon of, like, somebody's mad about something. I need to be mad about it, too. I think most people are
some people are
just chill about it. It seems like a cool twist.
Well, Captain America is becoming as popular as Superman.
Yeah.
That's how popular he's becoming. And people have a set, like a set Captain America in their head. When they see Chris Evans, they're like, that's Captain America. Comic books, how many versions of a character... Captain America was a freaking werewolf at one point.
Oh, God, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but, like, Cap's been through so much. Like, there's been so many different versions of Captain America, on different Earths, on different universes, and, people have taken up the mantle, be it Bucky or Falcon. Captain America's gone through so many changes that, at this point, why be upset about a different... take on the character. There's been so many already. You could have been... I mean, people were kind of mad when they made Falcon Captain America, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying...
it was okay.
Yeah, like, there's nothing... Substitute. There's nothing wrong with telling a different story. Like, people want new things, but then they get mad when they get them. I don't understand that.
I think this... Captain America becoming a Hydra agent, apparently.
Like, it's a fundamental change, and that's why people are upset, because it's not the Captain America they grew up with. Yeah. It's not the Captain America that they know. But, like, it's the first issue. Just let them tell the story and see where it goes.
Exactly. I think it's a whole time travel aspect. That's just me. I'm not going to get too deep into it because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but I really think it's a time travel thing.
What's the other thing that people are mad about?
So apparently it gets... I mean, I read the issue. I thought it was okay, but I can understand why people were upset with this. It does get a little political preachy. Here and there. Like, you can totally tell that Nick Spencer supports a side of politics, which is fine. I don't mind if a writer really, expresses his feelings about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it getting a little preachy, but it didn't really bother me as much. Otherwise, I thought it was a solid comic. What people need to understand is that if the story is really good, then they did their job.
Exactly.
And it's just the beginning. It's issue 1. Yeah, I haven't heard, like, CNN covered this.
Really?
Yeah. CNN covered this. And this, to me, comic books haven't hit, like, this mainstream, I think, and, like, since Superman died in 1993.
Yeah.
Because when Superman died, people were like, oh my God, Superman died, I need to go pick this up. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Captain America now. You have the moviegoers, oh, Captain America's a Hydra agent. No, that's not. I think they did a job well done. They're getting people to talk about comics.
Exactly.
And like, call it a cheap marketing trick. I don't think that's fair if you call it a cheap marketing trick, because Nick Spencer actually had a very good... he posted on his Twitter, and he said, I wonder if people who saw Empire Strikes Back thought it was a cheap marketing trick to make Vader Luke's father. And it ended up serving a purpose in the story.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm completely on his side. I was thinking about it all week, and I was just like, I like this. I like where this is going. I want to see where this goes. But that's just me.
I'm definitely interested in the story. I like that, it's a fresh...
It's sold out. It's sold out at my comic book store.
Yeah.
So they're doing their job.
Exactly. The whole point is to, make these characters relevant, get people to talk about them, and sell out these comic books. And guess what? They did all 3.
Yep.
Mission accomplished.
Yep.
Regardless of, the reaction, I still think job well done.
Yeah, to me, it's not a cheap marketing trick. I think that they're grabbing an audience, and they're trying to tell a interesting story. All right, So let's move on to Thor 3 Ragnarok.
Okay. Which isn't the robot, by the way, people. So many people have said that to me. They're like, "Oh, Thor Ragnarok, so it's gonna be like with his clone, the robot version." No. It's Ragnarok, like the cataclysmic event.
Yeah.
But so what's the news though?
Oh, sorry. So Planet Hulk is apparently going to be referenced in Thor 3 or
Okay, and
possibly.
my question is how? Like, obviously, we don't
reference it.
know the answer, but it's just like, is it gonna be like we're gonna get like a couple scenes of it, like a flashback to it, or like how are they gonna?
Well,
I just think like if they're gonna do it, they should just do the movie, as opposed to trying to shoehorn it in to someone else's story. Like,
I doubt it'll be shoehorned. It didn't sound like a shoehorn. It sounded like they were building up to it. You know what I mean? Because it makes sense.
so you're saying that it'll happen after this movie, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I can
Okay.
see that. I can totally see that.
All right. I mean, like, I've always wanted like a Planet Hulk movie. Like, that's not an issue. It's just like, you know, there's so much like drama and tension behind the scenes with like whether or not Marvel actually like owns the rights to the Hulk, because I think Universal still might have some kind of like hand in the game.
Is that why they can't make a solo movie?
I'm pretty sure that's like the reason, because
Just
you know
give them the Marvel.
exactly. But like, you know, they like money.
Yeah, it's
We
true.
want to make money, and how do we make money? By not producing any Hulk content, which is dumb. But hey, you know, let them do what they do.
I'm excited for this movie because the whole buddy duo
Yeah,
in space. I like space. I like Thor. I like Hulk.
yeah, like the rapport that the two of them have from the Avengers movies, with like them beating the shit out of each other every time they meet up. It's kind of funny. And like it's interesting to see this dynamic and these characters interacting, because the best part of reading the comics was seeing all of these characters going in and out of each other's stories.
Yeah.
Like that was so much fun, and now we're getting that in movie form. So I say I'm all for it. I'm just really confused now with this news of Planet Hulk having something to do with Thor Ragnarok. Like I don't understand.
I think they're just I think they're just referencing it. I think it's gonna take place later. I think they're striking up a deal or something like that. That's just me. I think they're totally. I think they have something under their sleeve that they're gonna come out with, and I think it's gonna be really really awesome. But otherwise, Carl Urban is playing a role too, and Jeff Goldblum.
He's Scourge, I think.
Yeah.
Right, which is pretty cool because he's like basically an evil Thor. Like he's got like the axe, which is really cool. It's like his version of Mjolnir, and I don't. It's Mjolnir. Who the hell is Jeff Goldblum playing? Does anyone actually know what he's gonna be?
So Jeff Goldblum is playing Grandmaster.
All right, that's cool. And
Tessa Thompson
is Valkyrie, which is
Valkyrie.
interesting because, she's of colored skin, which is an interesting take on the character.
She was good in Creed.
And you know what I'm really surprised about? People aren't complaining. I haven't heard a complaint. Like, I mean, Valkyrie's not like a really well-known character, but like people. They go nuts when they hear that they're changing like the race of a character, and this was met with praise, which is unheard of at this point to me.
Right,
and that's really refreshing in my opinion.
Okay, so you got Carl Urban as Scourge, Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, and you have Jeff Goldblum as Grandmaster Flash.
Disregard the silly joke. This is a great cast, and I'm really, really excited to see this movie. I really want to know where they're going with it.
Me too.